feel like we don't hang out enough anymore.
I disagree, Tom.
Oh, wow!
Go on, do your bit, go on.
Wowzers! Was my bit, to be honest. Now I'm just hurt. It's Tom and Adam back once again with the ill behaviour, bringing you some wrestling news, whether you want to or not. A title match has been added to the Royal Rumble. Edge has commented on the comeback rumours. And we've got some major AEW Dynamite spoilers, which we'll get to very soon. You missed another great bit of Mojo banter on Monday Night Raw.
I saw it. I'm upset with myself for not being there yesterday. I apologise.
I feel like every time you're away, Mojo does something significant. So I think if you go away this weekend, Mojo will win the Royal Rumble.
He's going to win the Royal Rumble, whether I'm watching or not.
Fair point, well made. We have a title match added to said Rumble pay-per-view, don't we, Adam?
We do. Andrade defending his United States Championship against Humberto Carrillo, taking the number of matches here up to 8 on the main card. Nothing's been announced for the pre-show. I would suggest that if anything is going on the pre-show, it's probably going to be this one, actually.
I'm quite glad to see Humberto back in the mix. There was talk that Vince McMahon in particular had just sort of lost interest, like you do with a toy, and he was sort of out of the picture. So to see him turn up on Raw, whip that mask off, and get involved.
It was cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a nice way to transition from Andrade to Ray and then onwards to the next feud. I liked the nice little slick transition.
And I think regardless whoever comes out on top in this feud, it's a feud that could make or further make both guys, but especially Humberto. I don't even think he needs to capture the title. That could be a cool moment in itself. But I think this could do a lot of good things. I think the match is going to be fantastic. I think that's going to be a really great match on Sunday. Let's run down the card very quickly. So as mentioned, we've got Andrade versus Humberto Carrillo. We've got Bayley versus Lacey Evans for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Shorty G versus Sheamus. Who you got and why, Tom?
We'll save that for the video.
We've got that now. Roman Reigns versus King Corbin in a Falls Count Anywhere match. We have Becky Lynch versus Asuka for the Raw Women's title. The Fiend Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan in a strap match. I love a strap match, mate. Quite looking forward to that. Seeing what they can do.
Get the strap excited.
Exactly. And of course, we have the 2 Royal Rumble matches. Are you still going? You don't have to spoil it if you don't want to, but for weeks you've been saying it's going to be Shani B and Romany R to win the Rumbles.
The only thing that sort of made me think otherwise about Shani B is from what happened on NXT this past week when she was eliminated from that Battle Royal by Shotzi Blackheart, which suggests to me that Shani's sticking around and she's got a little thing going with Shotzi. So that's the only thing.
Shotzi could pop up in the Rumble and she could just decimate her.
There is that, actually. There's that. They could keep that ticking over, but it just suggests to me that Shayna's sticking around on NXT. But
come on, she's been there forever.
I'm gonna sort of be the better obscure company and still stick with Shayna Baszler for the Women's Rumble. I've said it all the way through. I think if I change my mind now, I think it's going to be bad luck. It's a bit like changing your lottery numbers. As soon as you change your lottery numbers, your lottery numbers will inevitably come up. So I'm sticking with Baszler and I'm sticking with Big Roman.
Do it.
Reigns.
Many moons ago, when I predicted Mojo Rawley to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, I had him in my mind.
They laughed at Christopher Columbus when he said the world was round.
They laughed at Tom Campbell when he predicted Dolph Ziggler over Goldberg. And they continued laughing after that match.
That's fair. The night before the Royal Rumble, I'm going to have a lovely bath. And Worlds Collide is on. NXT versus NXT UK. We have a pre-show match officially announced. Kaylee Ray are taking on Mia Yim. I don't think Kaylee Ray's NXT UK women's title will be on the line in this one because it's a little bit of a pre-show shenanigan. Have a little fun affair.
Yeah, it should be alright, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm just a bit sad that it's not a takeover, you know?
Well, it's going to feel like a takeover.
No, it's not. So, I'm joking. In a way, I am joking, sort of. So Jack and I are going to be doing live reactions to that. You can set a reminder, not now, but very soon. YouTube.com/Cultaholic/live. See you there. What's the rest of the card, Thomas?
So,
also,
on that particular night, we have Undisputed Era taking on
Imperium.
2 heel teams. Banging heads.
Yeah.
Should be good fun, that. We've also got a fatal 4-way for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Angel Garza.
Angel Garza and Isaiah Swerve Scott confirmed. 2 more names to be confirmed on NXT UK on Thursday.
Oh, I read I was about to ruin it there because I know.
No, you've got to watch it Thursday because I'm on it. You can see me on the hard count. Also on that night, we've got Rhea Ripley defending the NXT Women's title against Toni Storm.
Nice.
And tag team dream match.
Go on.
Mustache Mountain DIY.
Did you see that tweet? It was like, Dream match in 1999, and it was like Rock, Austin, Taker, was it Foley or something like that? Dream match today, Moustache Mountain, but it's just
the problem is that I looked at that Twitter account, and it belongs to somebody who is constantly fishing to get a reaction. So the best thing that you can do when you see stuff like that, just mute it.
Is it the same guy who's gone and sprayed all the AEW logos over the NXT signs in the underground?
I kind of like that we live in that time where people are that passionate that they're doing that.
I disagree. I can picture that person, and he's taken 20 minutes away from his cum sock to go. He's shaved his neck beard good and proper, put down the Doritos, put down the Mountain Dew, he's left his mum's basement, and he's there. I just think it's a TV show. They're two TV shows run by billionaires. This isn't war. This isn't war.
When you put it like that, it is the equivalent of somebody seeing a poster for EastEnders and writing Corrie over it. Corrie's better.
No, it wouldn't be Corrie. It would be It would be Emmerdale, wouldn't it? It's got to be the underdog.
Emmerdale, the underdog. On this day, I see clearly. Not my words, the words of a man checking his diary to realise, today is the day I see clearly. And the words of Edge's theme music as he enters the Royal Rumble on Sunday.
Definitely, confirmed.
No. He's shot down rumours once again.
Yeah, speaking on live on Four Legs, saying, it's kind of funny to be honest, all of these rumours that I've been to Pittsburgh and I've been cleared to wrestle and I've signed a new contract, I have no idea where any of it came from. I'll get this tsunami of comments saying, you're coming back, you signed a contract. I really haven't. Then again, in the words of Sam Driver, he would say that, wouldn't he? Of course he would.
The Pittsburgh thing is connected to the fact that Dr. Joseph Maroon, the WWE's medical director, is based in Pittsburgh. So a few people went, he was in Pittsburgh, therefore he's been to see the doctor in Pittsburgh. And he's like, oh no, I will go to Pittsburgh to see Pearl Jam play. He just plays it down. The problem is, I know we live in this time where wrestlers love to play silly buggers with the universe. And John Morrison did the same thing where it's like, I'm signed with WWE, you melons, crack on. And then here we are, here he is, coming out with Miz like the old days. So, and then if he doesn't turn up, we can't be angry because you go, I told you I wasn't turning up. What do you want me to do?
Yep.
What's the best thing you can do if you're definitely not turning up? What's the best thing you can do? Is it just to double down and go, yes, I will definitely be there?
Yeah, maybe.
Just double down on it. I will definitely be at the Royal Rumble.
There's no right answer. He can't win, can he? I'd love to see him back if he was healthy enough to do so. He's one of my favourite of all time, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think there's a 10% chance of him coming back. That said, it's the Rumble. He could come back and do a spear and toss a few guys out. Yeah, it'd be a bit of fun. But then you're just going to get people for years go, well, he came back at the Rumble. He could come back and do a WrestleMania main event, actually. Matthew Wright, big fan.
So the Pacitti Wrestle math suggests 10% chance of
I don't know where I pulled that out of my arse, Tom. I don't know what I'm on about.
No, hold him to it. Pacitti Wrestle math says 10% chance of Edge coming back. AEW Dynamite. The wrestling on a boat, Spoiler hat on my head, Right. This means we're about to spoil AEW Dynamite. I'm 36 in a couple of weeks. This means we're about to spoil AEW Dynamite. So if you don't want to know what happens tonight on Dynamite,
see you later.
Thanks
All
for
the
watching.
best.
Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below and Patreon us.
Join us.
Right, are they gone? Hangman Page and Kenny Omega are your new AEW World Tag Team Champions.
I like this. Defeating SCU. It's the first title change in AEW history, and it's happened on the first pre-taped episode of Dynamite, right? It is the first pre-tape.
It is indeed.
I know it's on a boat, it's a big deal and all that, but it's an odd choice. But from a storyline perspective, I think I like it.
I'm a big fan. Hangman Page has been sort of the outside member of the Elite since the beginning, and yet here he is now, being the first member of the Elite to win a title in AEW. It's quite nice, that. Nice,
yeah, I like
at him and Big Ken.
I'm a bit sad that SCU's title reign hasn't been especially long, but at the same time, as I say, from a storyline perspective, I think it works. We're going to run down the rest of the show for you, because why not? Britt Baker defeating Priscilla Kelly by submission, and then Baker goes off on Tony Schiavone.
Calling out his prestigious Starbucks career, where he would make the greatest latte in the history of our sport.
The world champion Chris Jericho teaming with Santana and Ortiz to defeat Marco Stunt, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. MJF defeating Joey Janela. The Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes come to the ring. They're going to do a promo, but MJF, the cheeky little scamp, interrupts, taunting Cody because he can't touch him, and then he's laid out by the littler scamps, the Young Bucks.
I do believe MJF ends up in the drink.
Oh! Not the outside.
Not
the
the
outside drink.
There's a pool in the boat.
Very nice.
Pool in the butt. I think it's quite nice that he gets that.
And finally, John Morrison. John Morrison!
Wow!
He's
Now
back!
This ain't no make-believe! He turns up!
John Moxley. Dean Ambrose defeating Neville to become the new #1 contender for the AEW World Title. I smashed that. I absolutely smashed
did great.
that.
And then the highlight being that John Moxley also gave us a beautiful rendition of Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond on the karaoke on the boat. That guy can wrestle. Certainly can't sing.
No, he cannot.
But there you go. That's all on tonight, providing that the master tapes make it. So there's two planes have left the Bahamas with tapes on from AEW, and in the proviso that one of them doesn't make it. I like the jeopardy.
It's nice, like Bond, isn't it?
Yeah,
cool.
as we speak, these tapes are being shipped over our heads.
Somebody needs to buy Tony Khan a WeTransfer account, to be honest. Because it's a bit much, isn't it? Are we done?
We're done!
Hey, all the best.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. You can support us on Patreon by going to patreon.com/Cultaholic. Lastly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.